The art of DJing is a complex and intricate skill which many aspire to master. So you think you can DJ?
Live and direct, it's your man DjSkitz, Vibe 105, 5 to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and always in the clubs all around the city. You know how it goes.
My name is DJ Grouch. I've been DJing for over 30 years. Now mainly focusing on teaching and passing down the knowledge.
My name is DJ Ritz. I'm a club, radio, and other things all-around DJ, active in the Toronto club scene and Canadian club scene for pretty much the whole 2000s. Been doing clubs and radio the whole way through, and you know, just out there working hard still to this day. I think challenges of playing in the club, especially nowadays with music being so fast and stuff, is just keeping up. You know what I mean? Because what's hot. Like nowadays, you can play a track for, it only has a span of a month or 3 weeks, and then it's over, right? So you got to really like be on your P's and Q's and keep up with what's changing, because the music changes so quick. And now there's tracks that are hot for 2 weeks, and you play for 2 weeks, and then it's gone, right? And that's a real new phenomenon for music.
I'm still going through a lot of those challenges right now at the moment, but lately I just been, it's really just the marketing side that's the real challenge for me. And I just do a lot of studying, whether it's reading up on podcasts, listening to podcasts, following the blueprint of other DJs that are as successful as I want to be.
The key things that are important to DJing are kind of being, you know, thrown to the back burner, and I feel like those things need to be passed on and paid forward, you know, to the next generation, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel if you don't learn how to do it properly, you're just really gonna like set yourself up for failure. You know what I mean? So
right now the market's like really oversaturated. A lot of people are doing the same thing, so it's really hard to just stand out and, you know what I mean, do your thing and get people to notice. My whole tagline is the definition of versatility, and I just focus on playing multiple genres just so I could reach as much people as possible, as opposed to focusing on one type of genre of music.
I think if DJs are trying to get the hit record out, like only certain DJs can do that, because if you're an up-and-coming DJ, you're probably not playing the primetime round and stuff, so breaking records doesn't make sense. You got to work up the party. So I would say I would keep that for your mixtapes and your podcasts and stuff, and keep the party depending on when you're playing. Like, you know, when you get to like the headlining part, then you can you have a little more leeway with what you want to do. But if you're just, you know, young DJ coming up playing that warm-up set, you might want to stick to the, you know, stuff to get the party going.
Things have definitely changed, because it seems like there's less dancing than there was back then. It's a lot more challenging to get a set of people to all like be in unison and stuff, but that's a real important skill set, reading the crowd and wanting to play the right song at the right time. So yeah, it just takes practice. The club will dictate what you should or shouldn't do, you know what I mean? Because when you know that you bond is when you clear the dance floor, right? So
why do I love DJing? There's just the ability to control the crowd and evoke emotions. By the time you have people on the dance floor, you just make them forget about all their problems, have a good time, and you know what I mean, you make their night, and that's what I love most about it. And that's why I love it, actually. Just that ability to, you know what I mean, take people on a musical journey.
We hope that this information provided in this documentary will serve as a guideline in creating momentum and empowering those who aspire to be a DJ. So you think you can DJ?
My advice for younger DJs, and this is 2019 advice, you know what I mean, is build up a crowd, build up that social media, and then hit the clubs, because skill ain't enough anymore. So it's like the fact that you're good is like 5th on the list. So it's definitely build a crowd. If you can't go to a club and say I ain't got 10 friends, 15 friends, then quit now, because it ain't gonna happen for you. You gotta have a bit of a following to begin with. You know, you can't go from 0 and then someone's gonna give you a following. You gotta bring a little something to the table in 2019.